Hello and welcome to your favorite travel show, and that is Tourismus. Of course, we have a jam-packed show just for you. Starting us off, we will be taking a look at the latest news stories in the industry. We'll swing over at destinations that we all must visit. And of course, we conclude with interesting topics. I am your host, Glenda Rashipura, and we will be right back with your latest news stories.
The Chili Farm, where conservation meets community. Just 40 minutes from Maun, nestled in the lush forests of Tutubega, the Chili Farm is a rustic agritourism escape where nature, people and purpose connect. With simple stays, great food, cold beers and rich bird life, we blend laid-back charm with a serious commitment to conservation, regenerative farming and community empowerment. Unwind in peace, or join the locals for a lively weekend pizza. Your visit helps protect the Okavango Delta, one meal and memory at a time. Contact us. Vivo Energy Namibia. At a glance. About us. Established in 2011, Vivo Energy operates the Shell and Engen brands across Africa, supplying high-quality fuels and lubricants to both retail and commercial customers. In Namibia, the company has been active since 2012 and has since doubled its Shell service station network, reflecting the country's dynamic growth and increasing energy demand. Vision. Our vision is to be Africa's most respected energy business. This ambition is driven by doing things the right way, unlocking the potential of our people and partners, and setting a benchmark for quality, safety, responsibility, and excellence in the downstream energy market. Commercial overview. Vivo Energy Namibia supplies high-quality fuels and lubricants to customers across mining, construction, power, transport, aviation, and marine industries. The company ensures reliable energy supply, supported by trusted technical expertise and services. Additionally, Vivo Energy is expanding its alternative energy solutions, including solar power and LPG, to meet evolving customer demands. Willkommen auf Wildacker. Wildacker is located in a private nature reserve in the northeast of Namibia. 6 luxurious bush bungalows are based on top of an ancient, tree-covered dune. We offer game drives and photo walks. Lucky ones can see the endangered African wild dogs. Enjoy our day excursions to the traditional villages of the Xain. Wildacker is the ideal gateway to Caprivi's tropical animal paradise, the Victoria Falls, the wild Cowdom, and the world-renowned Etosha National Park. We hope to see you soon. Contact us now.
Biltong and Bites. A true taste of Namibia only at Biltong and Bites. Whether you're a tourist exploring our beautiful country or a local who loves authentic flavors, Biltong and Bites is a must-visit Namibian attraction. Award-winning biltong, drowers, processed beef products, ripened steaks, farm-fresh lamb, springbok pies, sourdough bread, biltong cakes, hampers, and more. All proudly Namibian. Quality and freshness guaranteed. It's what sets us apart. Taste Namibia. We vacuum seal for international travel and export purposes. Take home a piece of tradition. Visit our shop today or order via WhatsApp or email.
Getting into our topics, starting us off, we are at Reho Spa. Renovations at the iconic Reho Spa swimming pool in Rehoboth are nearing completion, just in time for the upcoming December school holidays. According to project manager Petrus Marcus, municipal workers are working tirelessly to finalize repairs to the main pool and several bright facilities by the second week of November. He said the construction of a new playground and the restoration of 2 historic water fountains were also made possible through generous contributions from Rehoboth residents who rallied behind the project. Now, next week, we'll see the start of Phase 2, focusing on the renovations of at least 8 bungalows at the resort. Phase 3, which will involve restoring the large bath fed by the underground hot spring, will only commence once additional funds are secured or a private investor steps in. To date, approximately $6.3 million from the central government, along with around $3.8 million from the Rehoboth municipality, has been invested into the rejuvenation of the popular resort. Once completed, the Reho Spa is expected to once again become a major draw card for both locals and tourists, offering a revitalized leisure space built on the town's rich heritage and community pride. In our next topic, we are taking a look at Dorsland. The shocking poaching of Dorsland, a black rhino cow in the Kunene region, along with her calf and unborn calf, has united Namibians in grief and determination. What began as a heartfelt social media appeal over the weekend has quickly transformed into a nationwide movement, raising more than $800,000 in just days to fund a $1 million reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible. The campaign, launched last weekend through Facebook, has been driven by overwhelming public support. It follows an initial pledge of $100,000 from the Conservation Travel Foundation, supported by Ultimate Safaris, as well as a personal contribution of $50,000 from Tristan Cowley, Managing Director of Ultimate Safaris. Ultimate Safaris said that the intention of the reward and the raising of funds, therefore, is to send a clear and powerful message that informants are more valuable than poachers. It said that poaching in the Kunene region will be met with a strong and united response, not only from law enforcement, but from the people of Namibia, and especially from the Kunene communities and conservancies who protect the world's largest population of free-roaming, critically endangered black rhino. Now, do let us know in the comment sections on our social media pages what you guys make of these stories, especially this one, which is very heartfelt and very moving. Continuing with our stories, Africa's ecosystems are operating on less than 2/3 of the natural energy they once had, according to groundbreaking new research led by the University of Oxford. Another study reveals that the continent has lost over 1/3 of its wildlife power, the ecological energy that drives crucial processes such as nutrient recycling, seed dispersal, and vegetation growth. This dramatic decline poses a serious threat not only to biodiversity, but also the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on healthy ecosystems. As world leaders prepare together in Brazil for COP30 next month, where the intertwined crisis of climate and nature will dominate discussions, the findings serve as a stark reminder of how deeply Africa's environmental fabric has been altered. By analyzing how energy flows through food webs across the continent, researchers found that Africa's total ecological energy has plummeted by more than 1/3 since pre-colonial times. The main cause, they say, is the sharp decline in populations of large-bodied species such as elephants, rhinos, hippos, and lions, animals once considered the engines of Africa's natural systems. We will be right back on the other side of these with your destinations.
Fuel your drive with Shell Innovation. Shell fuels combine science, reliability, and care to keep your engine protected, efficient, and ready for the road ahead. Whether it's the daily commute, a weekend getaway, or a business trip, the journey matters as much as the destination. Our world-class scientists have spent decades perfecting fuel technology to improve efficiency, protect engines, and deliver the performance drivers need. Innovation is only half the story, reliability completes it. Choosing Shell fuels means choosing more than petrol or diesel.
Nestled on the banks of the Guma Lagoon, our camp offers ideal access to the northwestern Okavango Delta. The Okavango Delta's elaborate system of waterways, islands, and floodplains serves as a sanctuary for a wide array of wildlife and vibrant vegetation. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and counted among Africa's 7 natural wonders, the Okavango is a destination of unparalleled natural beauty.
Cat Bond Guest House. Your home away from home. Relax in cozy B&B comfort with a pool, playground, and pet-friendly rooms. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, DSTV, and parking, plus laundry and shuttle services. We are happy to arrange city tours or massages with our trusted local partners. Contact 081127 1013 and info@cabinguesthouse.com.na or visit www.cabinguesthouse.com.na.
Korobi Lodge and Game Farm. To book, call +267744044085 or email korobigamafarm@gmail.com.
KTE. Visit us at 9 to 11, Nickel Street, Windhoek. Call +264 83 72101000. Email info@tenamibia.com or visit facebook.com/KTE Namibia.
Gapi Camp. At Gapi, you'll find 20 private and 3 overland campsites, most right on the river's edge. These sites are equipped with your own 220V AC solar-powered electricity point, a river water tap, and a spot to light a campfire. The bush campsites are a bit more secluded, so you get lovely shade from big trees but miss out on the river view. You will also find 14 river-facing tree houses, each with its own bathroom and shower.
Starting us off, we are at the MTC Dome Sports Center in Swakopmund, which is intentionally crafted a versatile high-performance facility uniquely equipped to support a large and diverse sporting community. General Manager of Hospitality, Conference and Events, Shahid Abrahams, tells us more. Have a look.
Okay, good morning. I want to welcome you to the MTC Dome. I'm one of the general managers here at the MTC Dome. I'm running hospitality, conference, and events. We have 3 sectors in the MTC Dome, being one of mine is hospitality, and we have wellness, and we have sports. Tennille Young is running sports, and Nika Friend is running wellness. We are a branch, one-stop branch for everyone. We are from conferencing, hotels, sport events, gym, high-performance gym, and spa. And we have, for the kiddies, we have Kinder Zone, little playground for them, a big playground for them. We have an indoor center that hosts over 6 different sports. That's over 10,000 squares. And we have the most, this weekend, we're running volleyball event and an e-line event. Next weekend, we're doing our sports expo. Just to backtrack, and we're doing the most famous Mediclinic Cancer Association walk as well from the MTC Dome, starting at 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock. And then from next weekend, we have our sports expo. That's our annual event that's run for the Sports Commission. There will be a netball event. The Ironga finals will be played here as well on our blue court. And then there will be stalls for all our sports expos, people like the NIA, NHU, and esports, and more sports codes. We have in our hospitality section, we have about 34 rooms that can accommodate 68 beds in total. In our conference sections, we have a big room called the soccer room that have seating style of banqueting style of 600 people, and then seated round tables about 400. We can do much more other big events in the MTC Dome. So you guys are all welcome to send us a mail the email address is reception@thedomenamibia.com or info@thedomenamibia.com, and all your inquiries can be forwarded to us.
All right, in our next stop, we are at Kukama Bush Camp. Kukama Bush Camp, located near Ghanzi in Botswana, is an oasis of peace and tranquility where guests can immerse themselves in the heart of the African bush, from watching wildlife gather at the camp's waterhole to taking a refreshing dip in the plunge pool overlooking the shimmering pen. Every moment here is designed to connect you with nature. Let's watch as owner Amber Mayberg tells us more.
Hi, my name's Amber Mayberg and I'm the owner of Kukama Bush Camp here in Ghanzi, Botswana. We are a camp of 4 chalets, 2 doubles and 2 twins on a game farm. We have giraffe down to deka and all sorts of animals here.
Could you tell us a little bit more about Kukama, what we can find here, what activities we can do, why do visitors come here, what makes Kukama stand out?
So Kukama is a very exclusive lodge. We're the only one in Ghanzi offering a small 3-course menu catering. We offer Bushman walks and Bushman dances with the San people that are native to the Kalahari, as well as we are eco lodge. So we run off solar only. We don't try and use anything electric. We also have a vulture restaurant here where we feed the vultures around with clean meat and try and keep the population up because they're so endangered. We also offer horseback safaris to try and see the nature on horseback. It's better than in a vehicle any day.
How popular is the horseback safaris and the vulture feeding?
So the vulture feeding is very popular due to the fact of we have an underground hide. So you can get eye level with the vultures and see it up close and personal instead of from a vehicle. And they're very used to the people now. So you can sit and watch freely and it's great. With the horse riding, it's also extremely popular. Unfortunately, you do have to have some experience to be able to do it. But to see animals up close within 10 meters of a giraffe, looking up at it instead of at it from a vehicle is an amazing experience.
Yeah. You mentioned about the vulture. What type of vultures are there?
Oh, so around here, there's more the leopard-faced vultures as well as the, what are they? I'm going to have to ask Mum. So the vultures we have here are the leopard-face, the white back, as well as the Cape vultures. All are on currently the red list, endangered. So in this area, we're a cattle area where there's a certain drug used in the meat that will kill a vulture quickly. So we provide clean meat for the vultures so they know it's safe to eat and it keeps the conservation of the numbers up.
In our final stop, we are at Xain Quaz camp near Gobabis, which offers a variety of affordable accommodation ranging from rooms to camping with access to a garden bar as well as a shared lounge. Let's dive in.
Looking to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, or en route to Botswana or other areas of our beautiful country, Quaz Camp, located a mere 10 kilometers west of Gobabis on the B6 highway, is the ideal spot for you. With beautiful garden views, Quaz features a restaurant serving delicious meals, a shared lounge, bar, garden, seasonal outdoor pool and children's play area. Furthermore, there's a venue available for conferences, weddings, and any other special event you can think of. For comfortable accommodation, you can opt for any one of the chalets with the option of double, family, or twin rooms. Besides a luxury bathroom, each room also features mod-cons like air conditioning, a refrigerator and electric kettle, outdoor furniture, a clothes rack, and a desk for your convenience. If you'd rather camp but without having to take all your camping gear along, the campsites at Quaz are perfect, with each site featuring its own bathroom, outdoor kitchen facilities, and naturally, a braai spot. Both the main lodge and the camping site feature Wi-Fi and private parking absolutely free of charge. For nature lovers, Quaz boasts game watching, and there's a wide variety of bird life that you can keep an eye out for while sipping something cold or hot from in front of your chalet, from the restaurant, around the braai, or while wandering around the beautiful garden. Besides the breakfast they serve, other meals are also available on request. Their happy and friendly staff will go the extra mile to make your stay a memorable one. So come and enjoy the quiet and peaceful surroundings that this gem in the Omaheke region holds in store for you.
Awesome. I am quite excited to travel to all of these destinations. And of course, if you have visited or are planning to visit any of the destinations that we have profiled on our show, do let us know in the comment sections on our social media pages. On the other side of these, we take a look at what's trending.
Paparazzi Namib Trails and Safaris is more than a tour operator. We are storytellers of the Namib. From the red dunes of Sossusvlei to the salt breeze of the Skeleton Coast, we design journeys where every horizon carries a heartbeat. We offer tailor-made safaris, luxury escapes, shore excursions, photographic adventures, and Namibia's first wheelchair-accessible 4x4 safaris. Each trail we create is written in starlight, sunsets, and the laughter of travelers who arrive as visitors but leave as family. Contact 0813585713 or 0813675824. Visit www.namibtrailsandsafaris.com or email info@namibtrailsandsafaris.com.
Hollandia Restaurant is a cosy, welcoming establishment in the heart of Ghanzi, with a rich history dating back to 1948. Originally a filling station, wholesale outlet, and general dealer, Hollandia Restaurant now offers a diverse range of delicious a la carte dishes. Whether stopping by for a hearty breakfast to start your day, a quick lunch during your tours, or a relaxing dinner, Hollandia provides a warm and inviting atmosphere to enjoy your meal. In addition, guests can savour the finest coffee in town, explore a curio shop filled with unique arts and crafts, and enjoy a refreshing selection of ice-cold beer, cold drinks, cocktails, and handmade ice cream to complete their dining experience. National Art Gallery of Namibia. Why choosing Kunene region? List of adventures in Kunene region. This region delivers a rich mix of culture, adventure, and wildlife, wrapped in landscapes that challenge imagination. From red rock deserts to luxurious river valleys, this is Namibia at its boldest and most breathtaking. So, lace up your boots, charge your camera, and let your spirit of adventure lead the way. The Kunene region is calling, and it's an experience you won't want to miss. Cultural villages. Immerse yourself in the rich traditions, customs, and heritage of local communities by visiting authentic cultural villages. Local food experiences. Savour the unique tastes of Kunene through guided food tours that celebrate indigenous ingredients and culinary traditions. www.visitnamibia.com.na. Riverrise Guest House. Once you have experienced the pampering hospitality and attention to detail within its doors, you will never want to leave. Nestled on the banks of the Tamalakane River in Maun, Botswana, our elegant boutique guest house offers an exclusive haven of comfort and serenity. Spacious ensuite rooms featuring extra-length beds are uniquely decorated to reflect the natural surroundings of the Okavango Delta. Unwind by the sparkling pool, or simply soak in breathtaking river views from the veranda and garden. With secure parking and seamless access to Maun's main attractions, your journey begins in refined comfort. Welcome to a place where the sun rises with radiance and the river rises with life. Breakfast included, safe, secure parking, perfect for self-drivers and small groups. At an additional cost and pre-booking essential, airport transfers. 3-course dinners prepared by our chef, barbecue setup. For bookings, contact us below. Savannah by 4 Rentals. Namibia doesn't do ordinary. Neither do we. There's no GPS setting for the wild spirit. At Savannah Car Hire, we hand you the keys to freedom, literally. Our fully equipped 4x4s are ready to take you beyond the brochure and into the beating heart of Namibia, where the roads are rough, the sunsets are loud, and the warthogs have right of way. Whether you're chasing desert horizons, elephant footprints, or just that feeling of being beautifully off-grid, we've got your back, and your roof tent. From the Skeleton Coast to dunes of Sossusvlei, your next unforgettable story is out there, somewhere between a sand dune and a starlit sky. So, why just travel when you can roam wildly? Let our trusty 4x4s guide you to places maps whisper about Namibia's calling, answer with a grin, and a gravel road.
Taking a look at a trending topic in our To The Point segment, Siegfried Lange, the former president of the Professional Speaker Association, explains the concept and the future vision of EQ tourism. He is also one of the authors of the EQ tourism book that was recently launched.
Me taking my family to the Capri strip, and I wanted to show them a specific big tree that was standing there, and I was really looking forward to telling them stories about what I've experienced at this tree. This huge baobab was a symbol for me of the beauty of that area. I drove to the tree, and to my horror, I saw the tree lying on its side. That is me walking towards the tree in disbelief, right? And then as we drove around, I saw other trees with markings of being, it looked like bitten away or something had been done to them. And at the gate, as we drove out, I asked the people there, who and what does this to this tree? And they told me it's elephants that are having an itch, right? And they need to fix the itch. So they rub against the tree, and they rub against the tree, and eventually you have a tree falling. And for me, that was a light bulb moment, because I realized so many times in my life, in the life of my clients, I see them fixing an itch. There's something that bothers them, but they are dealing with that itch, and that itch causes a ripple effect. It takes away things that they really desperately need, and they don't consider that. And so with this thought, I walked forward, and I had this seed in my mind about something that I thought I didn't have a name for at that moment, but it was the birth of EQ tourism. And I was thinking about this as I was going through my days. But what is EQ tourism? I think the first thing we need to do is first understand what is EQ. EQ is emotional intelligence. And people have got the most weird and wonderful ideas about what emotional intelligence is. We have very difficult theoretical answers to what emotional intelligence is. But reality is, when you look at the basis of it, it is rum. Right? When you look at those letters rum, not the drink, when you look at the letters rum, each letter represents a section of emotional intelligence, recognizing your emotions and the emotions of others, understanding where they come from, and then managing those emotions. That is how basic and how complex emotional intelligence is, right? But what is it? It's really foundational to our human interaction. It is something that we need to make us successful. It's the reason why some people can have a team being successful only for one short period, and other people can have a team thrive for generations. It's the thing that makes trainings effective. I had one client that I did EQ training with, and they were so shocked because after the training, suddenly people would be applying what they were trained on before. The one lady said to me, we have this specific staff member, we sent her on telephone etiquette, customer service, etc., and she never applied anything. And now after she's gone to EQ training, suddenly she's doing everything. And I asked her, well, why are you surprised? Because emotional intelligence is the foundation of our interaction. If you can't manage yourself, how will you manage yourself with others? If you don't understand yourself and where your emotions come from, how on earth do you want to do anything else? You're like a person that hasn't even driven a bicycle and I put you in a Ferrari. That's not going to happen. At least you need to understand the basics of driving, right? So what is EQ tourism? It is EQ connected to tourism. So I had this idea going on in my mind, and then I got a request from a company which I will be honest, when I got the request in the beginning, I thought I don't know whether this is even okay. They wanted to go on a bit of a safari to the south, and they wanted me to teach them emotional intelligence. And my first reaction was, no, this is not okay. You can't go on a holiday and I give you training. That is not acceptable. But they convinced me and I went with them. And we went to the dead flay. And as we drove to the dead flay, the guide explained to us that this specific plant has a route that goes down, he said, over 100 meters to get water. That's why this specific plant is the only green plant. And I asked the team, so what are you learning from that plant? And they looked at me with big eyes. And after a while, we had a discussion about what is our taproot? What are you putting in place in your life that you get to the things that will make you thrive? And then we had that evening, we had the joy of going through the grassy field around the lodge, and we went and looked for scorpions with blue lights. Has anyone in the room ever done that? Scorpions with blue light? Yeah. They look plastic, right? And we had a discussion after that about what are the scorpions in your life? Do you know what the scorpions are? And what have you put in place to light them up? What have you got in place to see these scorpions in your life? And they had so much growth in that area that I thought, this is it. This is what caught me when I went to the Caprini, right? This is it, the connection between emotional intelligence and tourism. But allow me to take you a little bit into the future. Let's go to 2035. We've got a young gentleman by the name of Hiroshi from Japan. Who knows what Hiroshi means? I'll give you a book if you know what Hiroshi means. I'll give you this book. Anyone? Wise. And isn't that the thing? When somebody talks about wisdom, what do we think of? Most people think of the East or something. They don't think of Harry, right? They think of someone in the East sitting there meditating for hours with the same kind of hairstyle as Harry. And that is the picture they have. Why are they not thinking of the typical Namibian? Because we haven't shown them that, right? Now, Hiroshi has got the benefit of having a guide by the name of Ngombe. Now, at least somebody needs to know what that means. What is the meaning of that name, Ngombe? Come on, guys. Yes, somebody. Hiroshi and Ngombe are at Dead Valley, 2035. Ngombe is his guide, and Ngombe is trained up as an EQ guide. Now, as I stand in Dead Valley, Ngombe looks at him and says to him, "What do you see?" And Hiroshi says, "Nothing." And Ngombe says, "Well, let's go a little bit closer. Let's have a look at this tree." And Hiroshi stood there looking at the tree and he still thought there's nothing. And Gobabis said to him, this tree represents a different season. It represents a time where this area was thriving. So the challenge is we only teach ourselves to enjoy a specific season. What are you doing to enjoy the season you're in at the moment? Do you consider the following season?
And with that, we have come to the end of the broadcast. And as they say, all good things must come to an end. From me, Gleadora Shipura, I will see you guys next week, same time, same place.